What's up guys, Nsima the Centauri Inyang here. So in this video, I'm going to just be talking over some jiu-jitsu footage from last week on Friday. On Friday I actually had a double day where I went in the morning and evening, and I'm actually going to be doing double days more often just because I've become a lot better at my energy expenditure during jiu-jitsu. I'm not using a lot of crazy movement. I'm not using a lot of muscle. I'm not doing a lot of things that I shouldn't be doing anymore, and my recovery afterwards is just phenomenal now. Going 3 times a week just seems like it's a little bit too little. So to remedy this, I'm still going to be going 3 days out of the week, but on one day I'm going to have a day that's going to just be a double day of jiu-jitsu, maybe Monday or Wednesday, but I'm going to be going in the morning and the afternoon just so I can get more mat time, and with more mat time that just means I can get better faster. So yes, and I think it's going to be really cool because with the goals I have set for jiu-jitsu, I am fairly certain that I can reach these goals. But I think the really cool thing is going to be the 10-year progress that you guys are going to see. You know, right now I'm a white belt. I'm improving. You'll be able to watch my improvement. You'll be able to watch how I get better and better and better and better over time, over months, over years, maybe over decades. And you'll be able to see how I actually progress until the point that I'm a black belt. You know, I think it's going to be really cool, and you know, that'll lead me into what my 10-year goals of jiu-jitsu are. And this thought happened because I was talking to a black belt whose name is Dan. I believe he started BJJ when he was like 28 or 27. I think he's like 44 now, and he is a black belt. So I was talking to him, and you know, we were talking about, you know, my approach to it, how I like it, and honestly I love this sport, but at the same time, you know, I don't get frustrated. I don't get mad because I'm not in the place to do that. I know that my progress in jiu-jitsu is going to be very slow, that I'm not going to be, I mean, actually the other day I actually tapped a lot of people, but not in this video, although I did get a few taps here, but I'm not expecting to be the best. You know, I don't have an ego. I don't try to prove myself. I don't mind asking, what did I do wrong here, or what do you see that I'm doing that I can continuously get better at? I don't mind asking those questions, and that's just going to allow me to become a better athlete and just be able to deal with my mistakes. So my 10-year goals of jiu-jitsu, or even 15-year goals, or you know, that is I want to be one of the top level heavyweights. You know, that's 220 plus. I want to be one of the top level heavyweights in the world. That sounds pretty lofty when I say it out loud, but that's very true. And why do I think this is possible? I have years of athletic experience under my belt. I have years of lifting experience under my belt that allow me to be a very strong and fast athlete. And I've looked up a lot of the top heavyweight Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu martial artists in the world right now. And I mean, they're super impressive. You know, I've watched videos of them. But I do think that I have an advantage. And my advantage is that I am much stronger than a lot of these individuals. And yes, I know it's not only about being strong. I'm a lot stronger than them. I have quicker reflexes than some of them. And you say, oh, Nsima, how can you judge that off of watching video? I just know myself as an athlete and the things I've been able to do as an athlete. So I know that I'm more athletic than a lot of people. But I think that over time, being able to meld my strength with my athleticism and then my gaining knowledge on technique in terms of jiu-jitsu over time, I feel that I can really be a really great athlete, a really great martial artist with this. And obviously I know that's going to take 15-something years to be at the top, at the pinnacle. And I'll probably be 38, you know, that's my goal by the time I'm 37 or 38, you know. But I think it's very possible. I think it's very possible because you don't see a lot of guys in the top ranks of jiu-jitsu that strength train as much as I do, or they're as athletic as I am at this point. So I think it's only going to prove to be an advantage for me as I get older. I hope to be that old guy in the tournaments, beating 22 and 23-year-olds. That'd be sick, huh? But anyway, and yeah, for bodybuilding, I also want to be I am at the elite level of natural bodybuilding, and I hope within the next few years to take the WNBF Worlds and to take Yorton. And that's one of the goals for that, and I feel that I can achieve that. And for powerlifting, powerlifting is probably my weakest link, just because I have such abysmal bench strength. But I do want elite level numbers as a drug tested powerlifter. So those are my longer term goals. And I think that there is a merit in sending long term goals, or in having long term goals. But I think that, I totally believe that I can reach these goals, and I have a lot of confidence in the fact that I can reach these goals. And some people may look at this confidence and say, "Oh, you're just a cocky motherfucker," but no, I don't think I'm cocky. I think that the reason why I'm so confident is because I'm confident in the way I'm able to learn things, or I'm confident in my approach. So let's just look at bodybuilding. And another thing real quick before I address this is people might say, oh, there's no way you can be elite at multiple things. There's no way you can be that good at multiple things. Like people say a jack of all trades is an average of everything. But I would argue with that, because I think that, but I truly believe that if you focus on attaining knowledge, and the right knowledge, meaning you look for the right approach to do things, and not just hearsay, not just what multiple people say, but the actual right way. If you look for that, you don't allow people's bullshit to influence you. You can become very good at things faster than the average individual. So let me give you an example. Fitness is like the best example for this too. I love it, because when you look at someone like, I'm going to use a guy I work with, James Bishop, as an example. I posted him up on Instagram the other day. He's a 17-year-old kid. We're making some ridiculous gains, but the reason we're making such good progress is because he is able to hit his macros, and he has the right approach in terms of nutrition. Okay. I've helped him, and we both understand, or I've helped him understand that supplements are bullshit, and they're not going to get him results. But proper programming, and proper nutrition is what's going to help us to get to that elite level. And because of that, this guy, he just turned 17. He's deadlifting 405. He's over at pressing in the 160s. In terms of max, he's bench pressing in the, I believe his bench press max like 245 or 250. But I truly believe that by the time this guy is 23, his goal isn't just to be an athlete, but I think that he very well could be at a very elite level natural bodybuilder, and that's not going to be his main thing. But because he's taken the right approach, he's going to be able to reach that type of progress, and because he has also great genetics, but he's taking the right knowledgeable approach over a good amount of time. Now compare this to someone who is taking the typical NPC bodybuilder, let's just say clean eating, taking every single set to failure, doing crazy amount of drop sets, strip sets, all this really flex magazine NPC bullshit. As a natural athlete, you're not going to get, you'll maybe be able to make some gains, but you won't make a great amount of progression over time. And that's just the truth. So the reason why I believe I can do these things is because I am in the right place for the knowledge. In terms of bodybuilding, I know what I got to do. I know how to do it. I know how to get better, and I know how to get bigger. That is without a doubt. In terms of jiu-jitsu, I'm at the right school. The teacher here, Cassio Wernick, has won multiple tournaments in Brazil and the US. In terms of gold medals, he's been doing jiu-jitsu for over 30-something years. Teachers that have their own Brazilian jiu-jitsu schools come here to continue to learn from him. I'm with someone who has all the right things, can tell me all the things I'm doing wrong, so I'm learning the right things from the start. And I think a lot of the younger viewers of my channel have an advantage nowadays, because it's much easier to be able to learn the right way to do things. There's still a lot of noise. So there's still a lot of people that are saying, oh yeah, if you take this supplement or you take, this protein or these BCAAs or whatever, there's still people out there that are gonna try and bullshit you and tell you that if you take a certain supplement that you'll be able to burn more fat or gain more muscle. And I will continue to the day I die to tell you guys that that is absolute bullshit. But we're able to breach through noise. Like the people that are taking a better, smarter approach are more prominent, and that's going to allow you guys, you guys that are 16 and 17 watching my channel now. I wish I knew what I knew when you were 16 and 17. I found a lot of this stuff when I was like 19, and that's earlier than a lot of people like Alberto Nunez and Jeff Alberts. So I have an advantage over them, but you guys have an advantage over me. So yeah, just I know I'm gonna be able to get to my goals just because I know that my first thing is knowledge acquisition. I'm not trying to prove anything to anyone. I don't have an ego or about anything. My big thing is figuring out the right way to do it. Okay, not the way that's popular, because the right way usually isn't the popular way, but the way that is scientifically proven to work. And that's just why I'm very confident in the goals I currently have. So I think that another big thing also, and I suffer from this sometimes when making a long-term goal, is looking at other people. And in terms of bodybuilding, I don't have this problem anymore. But when I look at, for example, where I am with YouTube, for example, right? YouTube's a great example for this. When I look like someone like Matt Ogus or Christian Guzman, right? Christian Guzman's younger than me. I'm 23. I'm pretty sure he's 22. And I'm like, damn, I look where he is. I sometimes fall into the trap of comparing myself to them, But Matt Ogus, where he is right now, I fall into that trap. But then, something has to be realized here, that these guys have been putting in work for years. And I shouldn't let myself fall into this trap because I am one of these people. I'm a huge natural bodybuilder. And people are always looking at me like, fuck, I can't believe what he's done. But I've had the years, I've had the years over them. So I think that, when you guys look at pictures of people on Instagram, pictures of Ogus, pictures of me, pictures of guys like, Chris Elkins, Ray the online coach, all these different people, just remember that there has been years of unseen work that this individuals has put into their bodies and their business and their YouTube channels, all these things that you just haven't put in yet. But if you're able to do this the right way and you're able to be consistent, you're able to just put in a lot of fucking work, but not just working blindly, continuing to attain knowledge and learning to do things the right way, that it's not impossible for you to get to where certain people have gotten. It's not. So that's all. That's it, guys. That's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the jiu-jitsu footage. Question of the day for all of you. In terms of, bodybuilding, powerlifting, these types of sports, I know some of you guys that watch this channel mainly do powerlifting, and some of you guys do bodybuilding, and some of you guys, like myself, have a mesh of the both. Are there any other sports that you've actually wanted to do, like CrossFit maybe, or you've wanted to start playing basketball more or whatever? Are there any other sports you've wanted to do that you wanted to include into your programming, but you've been scared that you're going to lose gains or strength or whatever? Comment down below and let me know. You guys know I'm going to answer the question. If you like the video, like the video. I know you like the video, so go on and like the video. Like, comment, subscribe. This is Nsima the Centaur Inyang from Break the Bar, and I'm going to talk to all of you very, very soon.